think it's safe to say that a lot of you guys, really like the videos where I do some, deep dives and stuff into different parts of Germany and kind of just, go and give you guys my findings on what each place is really about. So today we're going to be taking a dive into Hanover, a nice little spot in Germany that I've seen frequently on GeoGuessr. Don't know why GeoGuessr keeps dropping me there, but we're going to find out what Hanover is all about. If you guys are from Hanover or have anything you would like me to know about, let me know in the comments down below. I would love to interview you, just talk about what there is to do, because as the year comes to a close, I'm trying to figure out what the best spots are to vacation in Germany. So if you guys are new to the channel, welcome. If you guys are returning viewers, welcome back. We post videos every single day, and all I ask is that you guys go ahead and slide me a subscribe with that finger. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and like the video, and we're going to go ahead and dive nose deep into this thing and see exactly what we are working with. As you can see here, I already have Hanover pulled up on my screen, so we're going to go ahead and dive into this. Hanover, we'll just go read this little blurb right here. Hanover, right? So Hanover is the capital and the largest city of the German state of Lower Saxony. I did not know that. It's 535,061 inhabitants make it the 13th largest city in Germany, as well as the 3rd largest city in northern Germany after Hamburg and Bremen. I did not know that at all. It's 204 square kilometers. The weather normally, I think this is the weather right now, it's 27 degrees Celsius currently. The population right here, once again, it seems like it's in 2016 it was a bit smaller. Local time right now is 3:42 on this beautiful Saturday afternoon in Germany, I guess. The mayor is Belit. Is it Belit One, or is it Belit? Is it Belit or Belit One? The dialing code is 0511. This is important for when we play GeoGuessr, because I honestly completely throw dialing codes out the window. So obviously under the planet trip, this is something interesting too to kind of look at, things to do. 3-star hotel averaging 78 euro, 5-star hotel averaging 148 euro a night, which is not as bad as I thought it was going to be. So pretty interesting things to do. So let's go ahead and see what there is to do in Hanover. Top sites: the Herrenhausen Gardens. What? This looks nice, really nice. I kind of want to see what this is all about. Sprengel Museum, Zoo de Hanover, Marschsee, Landesmuseum Hanover. This looks really cool too. Marionberg Castle. Now that looks intense. I wonder if you can film inside. That's what I want to know about these locations. When I travel to Germany and do these these elaborate trips and stuff like that and make vlogs, I want to know if I can film inside some of these castles, because I feel like that would be super cool. Like, that would be incredible. I don't know what I would have to do to make that happen, but I got to make that happen. Now, obviously, the biggest thing I'm excited about is the people, but of course, the castles is like icing on the cake, right? German Museum of Caricature and Drawings. I definitely would love to see the interior of this. This looks like a really dope place to be. Museum August Kensner looks pretty sick, and Kestner Gesellschaft. Don't know what this is, but we're going to find out about all of this and more through Google search. Let's go back and see exactly what this is all about. So we have here in Wikipedia kind of like a more elaborate breakdown of Hanover, the history and stuff like that. So if we go to the history, it says Hanover was founded in medieval times on the east bank of the river Leine. Its original name, Hanovera, may mean high river bank. Although this is debated, Hanover was a small village of ferrymen and fishermen that became a comparatively large town in the 13th century, receiving town privileges in 1241, owning to its position at a natural crossroads. As overland travel was relatively difficult, its position on the upper navigable reaches in the river helped it to grow by increasing trade. It was connected to the Hanseatic League city of Bremen by the Leine and was situated near the southern edge of the wide North German plain and northwest of the Harz Mountains, so that the east-west traffic such as mule trains passed through it. Hanover was thus a gateway to the Rhine, Ruhr, and Saar River valleys. Their industrial areas, which grew up in the southwest and plains regions to the east and north for overland traffic skirting and Harz between the Low Countries and Saxony or Thuringia. In the 14th century, the main churches of Hanover were built, as well as a city wall with 3 city gates. The beginning of industrialization in Germany led to the trade in iron and silver from the northern Harz Mountains, which increased the city's importance. In 1636, George, Duke of Brunswick-Lüneburg, ruler of the Brunswick-Lüneburg Principality of Kahlenberg, moved his residence to Hanover. The Dukes of Brunswick-Lüneburg were elevated by the Holy Roman Empire, the Holy Roman Emperor, to the rank of Prince Elector in 1692, and this elevation was confirmed by the Imperial Diet in 1708. Thus, the principality was upgraded to the Electorate of Hanover, colloquially known as the Electorate of Hanover after Kahlenberg's capital. See also House of Hanover. Its electors later became monarchs of Great Britain, and from 1801 of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Ireland. The first of these was George I. Lucas, who acceded to the British throne in 1714. The last British monarch who reigned in Hanover was William IV. Semi-Salic law, which acquired succession by male in line, forbade the accession of Queen Victoria in Hanover. As a male line descendant, George, the first. I want to say it's George the First, man. George the First, Queen Victoria was herself a member of the House of Hanover. Her descendants, however, bore her husband's titular name of Saxe-Coburg-Gotha. 3 kings of Great Britain or the United Kingdom were concurrently also electoral princes of Hanover. During the time of the personal union of the crowns and the United King in Hanover, 1714 to 1837, the monarchs rarely visited the city. In fact, during the reigns of the final 3 joint rulers, 1760 to 1837, there was only one short visit by George IV in 1821. From 1816 to 1837, Viceroy Adolphus represented the monarch in Hanover. During the 7 Years' War, the Battle of Hostenbeck was fought near the city on the 26th July, 1757. The French army defeated the Hanoverian Army of Observation, leading to the city's occupation as part of the invasion of Hanover. It was recaptured by Anglo-German forces led by Ferdinand of Brunswick the following year. So very interesting, very rich history. Seems pretty intense, honestly, and very interesting. I had no idea it was deeply connected with, England, of all places, and a few other interesting countries. So the question begs, first off, what are people looking up when they look for Hanover? So we type up Hanover and then related searches was ist besonders an Hanover, right? So was soll man über Hanover wissen? So besonders, I kind of don't know what besonders means. What is there to do in Hanover? Pretty sure we probably would detail that. So Hanover Tourismus welcomes you, Hanover DE. So let's go to this website, Hanover DE. They obviously have a website for things you can do. Oh my God. I don't know what this means. Personalized ads, contents, individual. I don't know what that means. Anyways, so traveling without moving, Hanover 360. Whoa. I don't know what this means. Alle Aktivitäten. Cool. Traveling without moving, Hanover in 360. Let's see if can we actually do this? What the heck? Don't know what that is. All right. Enjoy the Baroque Great Gardens with its convention center and museum Schloss Herrenhausen as well. That would be cool. Can I do this, or do you have to pay for this? Is this free? Oh, this is free. Is this free? A 3D tour of Hanover? We got Merzik too? What? I don't know if this is copyrighted, so I'm gonna turn the music off. Okay. Let's go to this site right here. What? Jeez. Look at the ground level. Is it giving me like a tour of this area by itself? Like, okay. Can I move around? Cool. Oh, so I can like click on little areas. Oh, these are points I can travel to. They're like fast travel points. This is beautiful. I don't know what this. Oh, this is the Herrenhausen Palace. Whoa, this is in Hanover. I think this was the place I got put in front of in GeoGuessr. I had no idea what this was. I just knew it looked beautiful. And there's like, oh man, wonder if it's expensive being here. Herrenhausen Palace. That's our current location. Very interesting. It's cool that they have a 3D tour. So let's see the Herrenhausen Palace balcony. That seems pretty dope. What? This is the bougiest little thing. Well, it's honestly not even that as high as I thought, but this is still beautiful. Very beautiful. What? Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at some other like. Ooh, where's the castle? Where's the castle? Where's the castle? So, the viewing platform. Schwaneteiche. Don't know what that is. Neptune Fountain. Let's look at the Neptune Fountain. Okay, this is something else. Okay, I don't know who designed this, but this is gorgeous. Look at this. Oh my God, imagine. Just imagine. Now I'm wondering, like, what would I actually do over here? You know, like, am I gonna like twirl around and take a video of me walking around through gardens? You guys are like, yeah, we've seen gardens before, bro. Like, what the heck? I don't know. This is pretty sick. Pretty sick. Nice little. It's very historical. Looks like a lot of history to it. Especially all these little people and stuff. It looked like they could be on the birthday suit side of things. There's fountains here. I'm trying to look for that castle. They have to have it here, right? Gallery mirror room, festival hall, Leibniz, grotto, central room, grotto, Interesting. This is so cool. And look at this. It has a nice slow pan of the area. I'm not even doing this. Like, this is doing this itself. So I could book a trip here. They outdid themselves with this one. I'm not gonna lie. They outdid themselves with this one. Let's see. New town hall 360 tour. This is a town hall. Oh, they have a castle 360 tour. Let's go do that then. Jeez. 360 panorama photo tour, Marionberg Castle. So, I mean, obviously we have to go do the entrance hall. Oh my God. Look at this. Look at this. Inside. Oh my God. This looks intense. And we can go through and look at this. All right. I wonder. Oh, there's no like music for this. So it kind of just looks around. So I'm going to let it do its thing. Let it do like a 360 pan of what this looks like. This is incredible, dude. What? Look at this. What? There is like so much detail put into everything. And they got folding chairs. Well, those aren't folding chairs. Those are like the Oma chairs, I call them. The red little Oma chairs. You'll be seeing them in like, you know, whatever. But this is insane. Do y'all see this? What? This is crazy. And people used to like be in here and, you know, occupy this little area and stuff like that. Now I'm going to go through the doors that are, you know, on the other side of this 3D thing in a little bit once it pans back to those double doors on, I want to say, my right hand side. from where I'm sitting actually right now. So a little bit more, and we have, boom, bingo. Let's do this. Knight's Hall. So let's go through here. Okay. Oh my god. Well, it looks like they got rid of all the furniture. I'm pretty sure this was packed with furniture at some point. Ooh, and I can move around freely like this. Oh yeah. Oh, we're definitely looking at this. Is that a piano? What is this supposed to be? I don't know what that is. It looks nice. These paintings are something else though. Jesus. It definitely looks like they cleared out this room for sure. I feel like there was definitely a lot of furniture here at one point, but now the building is a relic. So, oh my god, dining room. Look at the dining room. Oh wow, I'm over here talking about the furniture being thrown away, and they have an entire like refurbished, ancient, setup over here. This look like I always say places that have dining tables look like this. They look like the Last Supper, even though I'm pretty sure the Last Supper was at a time that was older than even this. This is insane. You can tell people were definitely super religious based on the paintings here. Like they did this. Actually, this is an embroidery. This is on a rug that they hung up. Very, very interesting. I'm telling you, the amount of time and passion it took to make a lot of this stuff is incredible. So I mean, it's only a wonder how it took like so long to build like castles and stuff back in the day. I wonder with the technology we have now, how long it would take to build a castle from start to finish, like as detailed or even more detailed than like the ones we see all around Germany. Or like I don't know. I think that'd be very interesting. This is a pretty cool room too. What the heck? This is so massive. They really found a way to have me tour Hanover without ever having to go to Hanover. Like, what? I can go to y'all's castles and little establishments by just doing a virtual tour? Say less. Say less. Look at that. I don't have anybody breathing up on my neck saying, "Excuse me, sir, can you move out the way?" Oh, this is nice. I like this. Okay. This is solid. What's this? This is where I just came from? Knight's Hall. Yeah, that is definitely where I just came from. So over here, what is this? This is Library of the Queen. Oh, I gotta see this. Library of the Queen. Holy shit, dude. Oh my god, imagine like being in here. Holy fuck. These books, like I wonder if people are allowed to like look through them and stuff like that. A lot of this stuff is probably off limits. Like you can't touch nothing. And in fact, I'm pretty sure these are like observer seats. Like people sit here like while they work, and they just monitor people walking around the room, making sure they don't touch anything, they don't break anything, because that would be the only proper explanation for why they have these random red chairs here. I like how they have like this little red rope. If you guys see this right here, they have this like red rope attached to this chair. Pretty sure you're not supposed to sit in this sacred ancient chair. Look at the fireplace. Like here too, you can't sit in this one either. These are like relics, so obviously you don't want to ruin a part of history. That makes a lot of sense, you know. Very, very interesting. Wanted to do a more detailed tour, but that'll be for a different video. We're gonna look at more things we can do in Hanover. Okay, cool. So let's go to Zoo de Hanover, exotic animals and naturalistic habitats. So let's go ahead and click on this. Okay, Hannover Zoo is located at the city center of Hanover, Germany. The zoo was established on May 4th, 1865, and comprises of an area of 22 hectares. What are hectares? I don't know what that is. It contains about 3,414 animals and 237 species, which are cared for by more than 400 employees for the summer season. What the fuck? That's insane. All right, so if we look at these pictures, let's zoom in really quick because I don't want to. Oh, the resolution updated by itself. All right, so let's go and Scroll this way. Hella giraffes. Fucking with it. Elephants. More elephants. And then this is the location on the map. I think, oh, so they did use Google Maps for GeoGuessr. It's pretty cool. All right. They got holiday rentals. Shit, am I going to Hanover for the holidays? It looks like it. I want to see if you guys have like a nice little Christmas like market out there. That would be sick. I know like that's pretty popular all over Germany, but damn, Sea Life Hanover. Interesting. Hanover Fairground. What the fuck? What is that? Hanover Fairground is an exhibition area in Mittelfeld district of Hanover, Germany, featuring 496,000 square meters of covered indoor space. Indoor space? What the fuck? It says featuring 496,000. That's pretty much 500,000 square meters of covered indoor space. 58,000 square meters of open air space, 27 halls and pavilions, and a convention center with 35 function rooms. It's the largest exhibition ground in the world. What the hell y'all got out here? What? This is insane. What are y'all exhibiting? Oh my God. Okay, this is crazy. Oh yeah, we definitely got to check that out. Hanover seemed like an industrial beast. High key. Oh, but visitors are saying, you know, I find it weird, like, who leaves comments in general? I mean, like, I feel like those are like the older people that, like, you know, they've already made it in life and they got nothing else to really worry about but writing reviews of places they've been to kind of just inform. And curious people like me, I always wonder, like, what encourages people to write reviews on places. Like, have you ever, if you guys are watching this video and you've ever written a review before for a service or a place, let me know in the comments, because I normally don't do it. I don't go out of my way to write reviews. If anything, I'll just make a video on it now, but before I wouldn't really do it. And it's not because I don't like the place, it just seems like too much work. So it says great exhibition halls with food and restrooms and overall nice accommodations. Only downside is that the service and quality of food at the snack bar. It's a snack bar. The food's not supposed to be like super crazy high quality, but it's also Germany, so this was probably like somebody from Germany that said this. An accessible place through public transport. Cool. Well, it does say visitors, so if you're German, I'm pretty sure you're not. Well, you could visit Hanover. You could be from a different part of Germany and be like, I didn't like it there. Hanover Tiergarten. I don't think I'll be going there. Ooh, the History Museum. That looks pretty cool. And this too. Gideon Kirche. It's a church. Bro, what the hell is this? This looks like the most symmetrical destination I've ever seen. I mean, the clouds even got their shit together for this picture. That's insane. All right. Hanover History Museum. Let's see. The Historisches Museum Hannover is a historical museum. Hanover, Lower Saxony, Germany, founded in 1903 as a Vaterländisches Museum, the Stadt Hanover. Its collections are related to the history of the city, the history of the governing house of Welf, and the state of Lower Saxony. Lower Saxony has a little interesting look to it. I'm not gonna lie. It has a very particular look to it in comparison to other places like Saxony in general, but Lower Saxony and like the designs of the houses, like you'll see a lot of this type of design out there, like in smaller neighborhoods, like kind of like this I don't know what you call it, but it's like not boxy, but you'll have like the pointy roofs, but then these little like things on the side. I'm not sure if that makes sense, like these little and the designs and stuff like that. It's very, very similar. Interesting though. I like the little architecture and stuff. Looks quite sophisticated. Oh my God, what kind of car is this? What the heck? Damn. Well, very interesting. Museum August Kenzner. I kind of want to see what this is all about. Okay, Museum August Kenzner, previously Kenzner Museum, is a museum in Hanover, Germany. It was founded in 1889 or 1889 The museum was renamed Museum August Kenzner in December 2007 to avoid confusion with the Kenzner Gesellschaft, a local art gallery. A museum August Kenzner is centered in the collections of August Kenzner and his nephew Hermann Kenzner, later followed by the collections of Friedrich Kuhlmann and Friedrich Wilhelm von Bissing. It contains 4 different categories of antiquities: ancient Egypt, classic antiquity, numismatics, and handicraft. This looks super futuristic though. Like, look at the fucking what? This looks sophisticated, dude. I like this though. I mean, it's kind of like I want to see like what I would like enjoy doing out there. Oh, I should type up Hannover nightlife. Like, what's it like out there? I know, I'm just curious. You know what I'm saying? Just young, dumb, and you know what I'm saying. Just gotta Hannover nightlife. What is that like? I wonder if somebody has a story about that. Okay, you got Palo, monkeys. Oh, show discotheque. You got Weidendam, Infinity Club. Ooh, Infinity Club look lit. Is that a pole? Oh, nightclub with different parties. In 5 Jahren hat der Infinity Club mit seiner Exklusivität einen Ruf erlangt, der ihn zu einem Magnet in der hannoverschen Clubschaft macht. Wonderful Nachtclub mit einiger Infinity atmosphere. So in 5 years, there was an Infinity Club with exclusive. I don't know what roof erlangt was. Erlangt has got to be like a long something. Damn, it's open on Fridays and Saturdays, as it should be. You guys are talking about places being open till like 8 or 9 yesterday on the stream. What the heck? It closes at 5 a.m. Well, that's still later than most American clubs. Like, actually all, because I don't know any club in America that closes like past 4. 4 is like late, by the way. Most places close at 2 here, which is weird. Is that weird? Do you guys find that to be a little bit weird? I want to hear somebody's experience with like Hannover club nightlife. If you guys have any stories, let me know in the comments down below. Wow, very interesting. So seems like a cool place. Let's go take a look at the images of Hannover, because we always do that when we do these deep dives. These are things I do when I check. Oh, whoops, I looked up Hannover nightlife. Whoopsie, to just look up Hannover. Boom. See, that's more like it. That's more like it, mate. Bloody, oh my goodness. Okay, so let's take a look at this. Dude, look at how clean that shit is. 34 Bilder, die beweisen, dass Hannover die schönste Stadt Deutschlands ist. Everybody thinks that their place is the most beautiful place in Germany. It's funny. I like the pride though. The most beautiful place in Germany. It is very beautiful, I'm not gonna lie. It's obviously beautiful. Like, this is gorgeous. This shot right here, oh, melted my whole soul. If you don't have a soul at all, you'll think this is ugly, because you're soulless. But if you have even a sliver of a soul, you'll see that this is beauty. True beauty. It's interesting too. I wonder what the whole explanation was behind this particular design. Like, this is like the most German design I've ever seen. Like the contrasting white and brown colors, like in this particular pattern. Like, if you show me any building that looks like this, that's instantly German. Like, there's no other culture that does like building structures like that. Like, that has like design structures like this. Very interesting. And look, it stands out. Interesting. So, ooh, what's this? The industrial part of Hanover. Look at that. Looks like this building is a mood ring. It's a whole schmoody out here. Okay, Hanover, I see you. Interesting. Oh, we got a street view. What is this? Okay, so let's go to Shateka. What is that? A bar? Sounds like a bar. Or it could be a pub. How to spend a day discovering Hanover, Germany. Where in the world is Tosh? Oh, what the heck? This must be a blog. Okay, let's read this. Where do I start with Hanover? The hometown is one of the greatest was the hometown to one of the greatest bands ever, the Scorpions. This city was an absolute gem. I loved it there. Hanover is the capital of and the largest city in the state of Lower Saxony, which is located in northern Germany. Hanover isn't really seen as much of a draw for tourists, which had me more intrigued to visit it for myself and do some exploring. The city, which approximately has 500,000 inhabitants, didn't have too much to do in terms of activities or tourist attractions, but the city itself is absolutely beautiful and, in my opinion, totally underrated. The cute little small town feel to Hanover, with its old town Altstadt center, was like walking through a German fairy tale. I bet. That's one of the biggest things, like, wanted to kind of like internalize going to a place like that. Like, dang, like, I don't need to always have activities to do. In fact, I'm kind of a person that likes to walk around, explore, try food at different places, and kind of just take everything in, you know? I don't really need to do all these unique activities at different locations, because I feel like you can bring the vibe with you. If you find yourself visiting northern Germany and are looking for a place to visit without the throngs of tourists, then Hanover would definitely be on your list. Here are a few things to see and do while in the city. Ooh, these are nice pictures too. Very different perspectives. I'm glad that we're here. Enjoy the quiet old town streets. Since Hanover isn't bustling with tourists galore, taking the time to wander the streets with no crowds is really refreshing. Hanover's Altstadt, or Old Town, is full of beautiful and colorful half-timbered buildings and cobblestone laneways, which makes you feel as if you've stepped back into time as you pursue the neighborhood. The building facades that are covered in ivy change to a bright red hue when I visited in the autumn season, making the streets feel even more cozy and inviting. What a very, like, well-written description of this. Oh, dang. The closer you get to these buildings, you really see how old these buildings is. That's nuts. I still need an explanation for why, like, what the whole purpose behind this design was. It's just very interesting. Is this like actual pieces of wood, or is this like, because it looks like, the closer I look at it, this just seems like a design thing. It didn't even seem like they were just, or not a design thing. This seems like a structure thing. It doesn't seem like it was purely made for a design purpose. Like, maybe this makes the buildings in Germany more sturdy or something. I don't know. Y'all let me know in the comments though, if you know anything about that. But this looks pretty cool. What? Look at all these. Oh my God. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. These are like super, super cool. The bike lane. Okay, so just so we're clear, right? Would the bike lane be on the right-hand side, the right-hand side or the left-hand side when you're on the street? The bike lane is always, for most cities, going to be like a red lane when you're walking on a sidewalk, right? Now, this street is super small, so I highly doubt that maybe this is a bike lane, but how could you bike on a lane like that with like light posts this close to the, like, there's not a lot of space is what I'm getting at, you know? So I see that there's this long red line here. I'm assuming that this red line might be the bike lane, but I don't have enough control of a bike to like stay on that red line. I'm assuming everything on the left-hand side is the bike lane. Everything on the right-hand side is not the bike lane. Like, I don't know. Following the red thread. A pretty neat thing in Hanover is the red thread. The red thread is painted on pavement. Oh, he's answering my question right now. This is 4,200 meters long and weaves its way through the inner city, joining up to 36 prime attractions. This do-it-yourself city tour has an informative brochure which describes all of the interesting buildings and monuments you meet along the way, and is also full of interesting historical background. The brochure is available at the price of €3 from the tourist building opposite of the Central City Railway Station, and the info counter in the new town hall in a bunch of different languages. The Red Thread Tour is actually available as an app on your phone or iPad in 4 different languages. Search for Rotafaden on the App Store, but if you're like me and refuse to pay for overseas phone plan, God bless free Wi-Fi, you can easily follow the red thread on your own and discover different areas of the city at your leisure. So the red thread, this is just a red thread. There's no bike lane here actually, because the sidewalk is too tiny. But the red thread is just a guided tour. That's interesting. I didn't know that. See, we learned something new today. Well, at least I did. Y'all probably already knew that. Follow the red thread. That's so dope. What? They got a red thread going through the middle of the city too. This is so crazy. What the heck? You know, I'm gonna like make a comparison because the only other place I've been to outside of the other country was, well, the only place I've been to outside of the country has been Korea, and the buildings are like just as close as this. But what I noticed is like Korea's buildings are like super futuristic looking. I mean, they're like very like city like, you know, looks like Chicago, New York type vibes. But this is like the same proximity, super close, but has a very, very vintage feel to it, obviously, because a lot of these buildings have been preserved, so it's pretty cool. Wander through the grounds of the Neues Rathaus. The grand facade of the Neues Rathaus is really something special. After 12 years of construction, the building was finally opened in 1913 with the Grandiosa structure standing tall within the city. It's hard to believe that this is considered the new town hall since it does have an old historical look to its architecture. If you have the time, head up the elevator to the building's large dome of amazing views of the entire city. But be sure to wander around the pond and the park in the rear of the Neues Rathaus for the great views of the building from afar. Oh my God, what the freak? That looks so good. Look at this. Oh my God. It's like y'all selling me a dream or something. This is insane. What? Have lunch in Old Town. There's something special about walking through Old Town areas in Germany and poking your head into a restaurant that goes back almost 100 years that makes traveling worthwhile to me. Look for places that locals recommend because that's where you're going to find the least amount of tourists and be able to immerse yourself within the locals as they sip on large beers and chat the afternoon away. Holy fuck, man. Oh, you got the Erdinger. Look at that beer, bro. That's a tall ass goddamn beer, bro. That's probably like actual life size, like what this is, because bro, this looks huge. This looks huge. This is almost taller than this is taller than the actual flower on the table. Oh, Jesus Christ, this is huge. Oh, look at this. Is this a pizza? This looks like quiche, actually. This looks like a breakfast quiche. If you guys know what that is. Take a stroll along the Herrenhauser Allee. Take a stroll along the Herrenhauser Allee. If you have the pleasure of visiting Hanover during the autumn like I did, you won't be disappointed by this walk. The tree-lined walkway turns a gorgeous golden hue that mesmerizes you as you walk along the water, with bicyclists riding by and couples walking hand in hand. Ooh, shit. Well, I mean, we get to see what drip she's wearing, and I guess the leaves. Nice shot though. I like this. Oh, damn. Okay, we got some. Okay. Have you guys ever been to Hanover? If you have, what area did you enjoy the most? Let me know in the comments down below. So what did we learn today? We learned that Hanover is packed with a lot of historical amazingness, which that is pretty much most of Germany. Definitely seems like a very, very, chill place to kind of be and stuff. And while there's not a lot of activities out there in Hanover, there are a lot of attractions to go to as far as just sightseeing goes. And I'm pretty sure the food there is gonna be on point. I mean, honestly, it's probably better than the food I got here. So I'm excited. If you guys are from Hanover and you guys want to give me some other little fun facts or spots that you would like me to hit up, that would be absolutely amazing because I want to know more about your country. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. It's very unorthodox, super unedited, because that's how we do things here. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, turn your post notifications, and I will see you guys soon and real soon. Take care. Peace. Well, what a pleasure it is to see all of your beautiful faces at the end of this lovely video. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'm sure you know, as I've mentioned in the past, we do have a Discord that's linked in the description down below, and we would love to have you a part of the world's greatest community ever, Bray Gang. Yes, if you've made it to this point in the video, you're officially a part of the community. So go ahead, join the Discord server. Link is in the description down below. And we also have other social media as well, like Instagram, Twitter. We're live. We go live on Twitch quite often as well. So it would behoove you to, go ahead and subscribe to the Twitch channel at twitch.tv/JamesBrayGang. Join the cause and be a part of the greatest, literally the greatest community ever. Okay? It's simple. just go ahead and do those little things. We're trying to grow on all these little platforms and everything, and it really means a lot. Now, I know you guys stumbled up across the channel and you're like, what does this guy post? Like, what kind of content does he post? Reactions, vlogs, pretty much whatever comes to my mind. All right, it's random content. I don't know what I'm gonna be posting 10 years from now, but I do know that you can stick along for the journey, and it really means a lot. Now, for every single person that subscribes and follows all of the accounts that I have made, and all the links will be in the description down below, that's an automatic entry for any future giveaways I decide to have. I'll remind you when the giveaways take place, but you'll be surprised what I will be giving away because you guys have supported me so much up to this point, and it's only right that I do the same thing back. Thank you guys so much for being amazing, and I will see you in the next video. Take care. Peace.